Good afternoon, this is Tattoo Twin Tarot. Hello there, YouTube. I did a reading on Facebook today, just a random one. It was my first live on there. I've never gone live on Facebook before. Can't quite go live on here yet. Still haven't got enough subscribers. But I just wanted to feel the energy of people, and so I did a live on Facebook. It kind of crashed towards the end, and all of a sudden it looked like there was nobody on there, but there were, so I kind of just finished it a bit abruptly. Today, so I've already done what the retrogrades bring in, what you need to do, what you need to sort out, what you need to cut out. You already know deep in yourself, if you've gone through this spiritual journey, what you do need and what you don't need, what is good for you, what isn't. So I shouldn't really have to be going over that with you lot, as you're a lot more informed than the general Joe blogs on the street. Why? Because you've probably been going around listening to these readings and doing this work for a while. So you know how the energies are, you know what you need to do, you know what's beneficial, you know what's not. Right, so I'm just trying to rearrange some of my cards so I can get to them slightly easier. Okay, right, what are we dealing with? I think we need to do some kind of love reading, whether you're in love, whether you're waiting for love. No, not if you're in love. I think I'm going to do if you're waiting for that love. This could be somebody who's recently separated, somebody who's been separated for a long time. Don't forget, you can still heal even though you've been with somebody, because sometimes you have to heal over lessons and all the rest of it. So whether it's been a lesson, soul relationship or whatever, we all get to that point where we just need the next stage and whatever we're doing. So let's try and keep this high vibing. And let's see which one calls me today. Okay, a few angel card messages to start with. Okay, so love. This is all to do with love. We want it preferably, if it hasn't come, before the middle of September. So this is for the next 2 weeks. We will go with a date as in 2 weeks. Although readings are timeless, so whenever you find them, it might be relevant to what's going on now. But I'm calling in on the energies of the next 2 weeks. So whenever that comes for you, that's what comes. But for now, this is what we're heading for. So those of you who've been on this journey, those of you who have seen the bullshit for the trees, may have come to realise the person you thought that you were supposed to be with, maybe it isn't. The person you wanted has ghosted you, and you're now in this moment of, I'm not worrying about them, I'm not fixated on them, I'm just doing me, I'm living my best life. I'm happy when I'm happy. If I'm sad, I'm feeling it. If I'm angry, I'm processing it, and I'm letting it go. The first card, spiritual understanding. I'm bringing you an I can't say this word, esoteric information and symbols, and helping you understand the spiritual truths. So like what I've just said, those of you who've been on the spiritual path and understand that things are not brought in to break you, they're brought to break the cycles that you keep putting yourself in, and how long you cling on, it hurts even harder and harder the longer you go in there. So have you understood your spiritual cycle? This card tells me yes. So you've understood that there's a cycle here, and the esoteric information and symbols that has been downloaded to you right now are going to help you understand the spiritual truths in those things that you've been going through, those relationships, those friendships, those emotions, whatever it is that's been quite heavy on you. And this is all going to get understood, and then we're going to hit retrograde. And as if you've watched the reading before, you'll know that if you haven't sorted out all this balance and all of this shenanigans that's been going on, especially with old cycles and patterns, and if you haven't released it and learned it, it's going to come, and it's going to come like a ton of bricks. Okay, the next card is divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So with this symbolizing and truth and this esoteric information that's coming through, it's kind of telling you, just understand that this is the divine order it had to happen in. You had to step up. You had to cut them out. You had to say no. You had to allow them to just go on, even if they have ghosted you and it might feel. That is what they've been guided not to get in touch with you. There could be, it's because there's no balance there, and we have got the scales here, and the Libra is the house of scales, and that is coming in. And that was one of the next energies that was, and that's more of a energy. because it's a love reading, Libra is the sign generally associated with that love, especially if it's within the Venus. I was reading something slightly, I'm not anybody who really understands too much. I understand what I know, and that's it. I don't preach to know any more than what I know. And if I know it, I know it. If I don't, I don't. But that is just something that I picked up on today. So yeah, everything is as it needs to be right now. So you just need to look past this illusion. So whether this is illusion is, well, I can't see anything happening. I can't see any changes. I can't see why I've had to go through all these hard things that I've had to go through. Why have I had to go through those lessons? Well, you understand that the spiritual truth behind it is the lessons will create the blessings if you learn them. So as soon as you've learnt the lesson, you get the blessing. So if you're not happy in a situation, but you don't want to lose them, the only way you're going to be able to sort that out is by cut them out, put the boundaries in place, or do whatever you need to do on any level, that with yourself or with somebody else. Then afterwards you realise, actually, I'm not dealing with that stress. So that's a bonus. Yeah, I might not have him, but if he's the person, or she is the person why I'm feeling like this, then I don't need them in my life. And by creating this tower moment of energies that seems to be really going on, and understanding the spiritual path, you understand that once you've followed it, you are in divine order. You're exactly where you're meant to be, and you're just not seeing it clearly right now. So there's it could be a bit of an illusion going on around you as to what this is. So you could be thinking it's the end completely, when really it's just the end of one cycle, beginning of a new one with the same person. Or it could be, I'm always going to be on my own, because look at me at my age. I've been through this how many times, and is there anything ever going to come back? Am I ever going to get that person from the past I wanted? Or am I ever going to get somebody new that's going to love me the way that I know I deserve to, because till now. But now you haven't been this person before. You was never this grounded, solid individual who understood what she was worth and has healed those emotions from the past. Gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. So while this bit of upset has faded, or is kind of coming into more of an even emotion, or like a wave, that's kind of, you've been through the crashing cycles and you've kind of come out the other end. You might be a bit battered and torn, a bit tired, so you should have been dealing with those energies, grounding yourself, processing them, letting them go, living in them, even if it's 24 hours, and then the next day say, right, I'm not feeling like this after tomorrow, I'm moving on. I'm giving myself the time, but then the time has to end when that happens. So because you've been doing all of these things, it's now saying you could be in quite before the battle of retrograde, you have to have that calm. And in that calm is like a hermit mode, is when you heal. I think now it's telling you to be very gentle on yourself. Okay, so you made a mistake by going with this person, whoever was this person from the past, but is it a mistake when it turns out to be a lesson? Like I said, lessons and blessings. So you could have gone through a lesson that's been quite harsh on you, and you need to be gentle with yourself and understand that it's okay that you've done this. We're only human people having a spirit, having the spiritual people having a human experience, and mistakes and wrong paths are all part of the divine plan with Heather. But from here, we're on the divine plan. You're understanding the rules now to these lessons. So just be gentle with yourself in whatever emotion you're feeling at the moment. Last one, and then we will go under the deck, is leadership. And the last card is prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So I think because you haven't been focusing on a person, the Libra scales here, so maybe you've focused too much on one, whether it was money or whether it was relationships, and the other thing kind of went to shit. I think now it's calling you to put your balance of your finances and your emotions and everything just in alignment for you. Nobody else is in question here. Nobody else does it matter, because it's you. Because I think when you focus on you, you do what's best for you. You've healed, so you're not doing those binge shoppings. You're not binging on drinking, not binging on drugs. You're not wasting money. You're growing, and you want a new path. You want to up that level. I want to get something better this time. So the prosperity will come it could be in the form of material needs, that things that you didn't have in the past now that you can afford because you cut somebody out, or because you cut like addictions out, because you cut old patterns of behavior out where you'd go and blow a load of money because you're not feeling well. Whether you'd, you know, go and have a bender of a weekend away, or, you know, ridiculously, you know, normal things that we don't see is numbing issues and numbing ways of healing. When you don't have those things to numb the pain, well, you're not wasting money, are you? And you're not doing all of those toxic healing things that humans believe. Oh well, we broke a relationship, let's go and get pissed, let's go and spend a load of money because I feel shit, and then not have the money for the rest of the month, and then it's just that stress cycle. To me, that's coming to an end, because prosperity is at the end. So we've got a spiritual understanding that leads to prosperity, and then the bottom of the deck we've got leadership. So what you don't see coming is all of this is leading you up to a leadership role. Find that passion and that power, because you are now going to be some kind of guide for somebody else. Like, how have you gone through this heartbreak, betrayal? How did you get to the other side without, you know, completely being an absolute mess or hitting the drugs? How did you do that? 1111. You become the teacher, the guide, the person that people start to look up to and say, hang on a minute, there's got to be some truth to how she's living or what she's saying, because look at her, she's done it, she's doing it, she's living that way. Cutting those people out has benefited her, and I'm still doing the same thing 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years later, and she seems to have got it, wise beyond their years. No, you just see the lessons, you open up your intuition to feel around energies, rather than using your mind, which is always over processed, over thought. Oh well, you know, they've done this, so I'm going to do that kind of scenario. So although it's about love, we always said in all the readings, a better love, the more spiritual love that's guided for you, the divine love, will only come in when lessons have been learned, when alignment with self is here. And a reason I think that these cards have come out like that is because this is stating that this is going to be the love of a lifetime, whether it's you of learning to love yourself for the first in your lifetime, or whether there's somebody who's your energetic match that has done the same, and they're going to come in and be that love of your lifetime. You will only attract in love what you already are. So if you're at this place of beautiful energy, and you've learned how to do all of these things, and you're learning how to now be prosperous within your own self, and it shows in your material world, you're going to meet somebody of the same energetic level. So let's go and call in on the tarot and see what the tarot has got to say. Let's call in on the tarot. Okay, so this is for the love reading. This is for the love reading for those single. Before retrograde hits. So we're going to call this from before retrograde. So before retrograde. Okay. 9 of Wands. King of Pentacles. So 9 of Wands, you've already grown through some battles, and those battles brought you to your knees, and that's why you had to that's why the esoteric information, the symbols, are helping you through these times, these rough times that you've gone through. You've been through these rough times, and you've understood, and you've bowed down to the fact that I know that these are lessons now. So although it is a 9 of Wands and that's very burdensome, but you've released the need to have to fight through it, and you've just kind of bowed down on your knee, and you're okay, I'm accepting of my burdens, they're behind me, I'm accepting of it, I've got my wand in my hand, and I'm moving on with this. So you've got that wand in your hand, which is that movement forward, that passion to still keep going forward. You have been broken down, you have been through a lot of hurdles, but it's not going to stop you. Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So you've got this grounded, very solid, nurturing, fatherly, motherly, grown adult energy here. That's just looking out there on the horizon, knowing that after this full moon, or whatever this moon is that's in the sky, this new change that's coming in, there's got to be something better here. You're just looking forward for that. You're not moving, you're not running, you're not passionate about it as such. It's just something, you're in that soft mode, and that's where we come into the gentleness that it said in the beginning. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. And then we've got the 9 of Cups. So yes, you could be just happily single, doing your own thing, filling your own cup up, absolutely enjoying life, taking the energy of friends, family, or whatever that's around you, and just really having a good time. Just finding out what makes you happy again. Be gentle with yourself. Obviously don't drink too much, because then you get the hangover. You make mistakes when the devil can get in with these with the alcohol, drugs, or whatever else. Just enjoy it in a very, very simplistic way, without having to use anything to a degree to numb any pain. We're not here to numb pain. We're here to feel it, process it, release it. And this is telling me that you're doing that. So be gentle with yourself. You don't need any harsh. Nobody's going on what they call is like the sesh or a rampage, or, you know, wrecked, nothing like that. It's just a case of enjoying yourself, and if that means alcohol is included, then okay. But it's always that responsibility of knowing when it's gone too much, because you don't need to take it to the extreme anymore. Okay, so what have we got under the prosperity card? The Wheel of Fortune. Fabulous. Bottom of the deck, the Sun. Okay, so the reason this love is going to come in is you've gone through some kind of battle. You're now ready, and you're just happily doing your single thing, and this is when the Wheel of Fortune turns for you. This is when that prosperity of you looking after your own, somebody wants to align and come in and look after you. Very much in how I'm feeling. I'm only going to do a one-line. I'll do a one-line of clarifiers, and then I will do one for the person who's going to come in. This is your energy, and I will then go in, because this is a love reading, and I will have a look at what the energy is of the person who's the universe has guided to come in for you, because that's what it's telling me. So if that's what it's telling me, then we will look into that energy and just say, like, well, who is this person? What is their energy all about? Where are they mentally? Where, you know, are they going to be healthy for me? Or is it going to be another lesson? Now, we have got retrograde coming in, mind you. So although this is of the next 2 weeks, some of the energies can get a bit feisty beforehand. 3 of Pentacles. So somebody's busily working hard. So this 9 of Wands, it took you, you had to work hard to get out of that that energy of the battles and the burdens. It was a long, hard slog for you to get through, but you got through it. Pentacles. So this Page of Pentacles is happily waiting. Did I say happily waiting? What they're happily waiting for? The 10 of Cups. They now understand the difference between a 7 of Cups and 8 of Cups. You can only be a 9 on your own, realistically, because there's still that want of a love connection here. That's why you're here having a listen to the love reading, because the one thing that's missing is that love person, and you're waiting for that. So while you're happily doing your own single thing, let's clarify doing our own single thing. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands, happily doing your own thing. Victorious. Being seen. People are watching you. So somebody's watching you. Could be a Facebook. Could be somebody on YouTube. Could be Instagram, whatever it is, that whatever forum you're on. But it's been noted. It's been noted that you're victorious here. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune turned here. And when it turned, it left somebody else out in the cold. That's a person or an energy. So you could have left an energy in the past. It could have left an emotion in the past, a person. And the Wheel of Fortune here is saying, now you've done all of this, you walked away from that feeling left out in the cold, because balance, what we don't see underneath here, balance is here for you. Balance is going to be restored. There's going to be that reciprocity that is needed within a relationship. So let's go in and have a look at your person. So the person involved, not never with you now, but the person who is about to be brought into you for this love reading. The person who is love connected to your soul, love connected to you, who the spirit angels, spirit guides are going to put in place of you, whether you see it or not, whether you accept it or not. That is purely your idea. I've just seen the Sun again. Okay, so let's see. This is your person, the person who is energetically connected to you that wants to come in for love. The Tower, and it came kind of sideways in reverse, but not quite reverse. So that's kind of the duality of the Tower. So the Tower means everything's been thrown out and it was trying to get back upright. So this could be somebody that you've walked away from. This could be the person you walked away from and they had a lot of Tower moments. So yeah, look, we've got the Six of Cups bottom move. So yeah, the person, it could be that is that person from the past, that Six of Cups energy, somebody that you've known or know very in-depthly, somebody who you can be quite childlike with, somebody you might have known since you was a child, somebody who could even be a child. That is coming in here, if that's what you're waiting for to come forward. Very childlike energy there, so it could be somebody who just can act like that child with, somebody who feels as though you are home the way you did when you was a child, you know, that loving, nurturing connection. This is, but it's in reverse, so let's see. So somebody might be starting to get their shit together, and as I said, shit together, we have the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's willing to wants to hold on here. Somebody doesn't want to let go. And this comes underneath your Ten of Cups. So where you're waiting for that happy beginning, somebody doesn't want to let go because I think they can see that you're kind of happy being single. You know, you're quite victorious in this breakup. Or the person who wants to come in wants to build with you. But whoever this person is wants to take the leap of faith now that they can see you. Now that you're out there and you're shining your bloody light. And, you know, you're on that horse and you're gaining some kind of momentum here. You're gaining that passion for life again. But you're not being bothered by it. You're not going out getting wrecked and being all stupidly. You're being very responsible, even though you're in that broken part of life where you're still healing. You're not making the wrong choices. Look, see the wrong choices underneath the deck? The Two of Wands. So you got a choice. You didn't decide to go the easy route and numb all the pain. You did it the spiritual way, the hard way, the way that breaks the lessons and breaks the cycles. Queen of Cups. So the turnaround here is somebody who's actually ready to receive this love. Somebody who's not gonna, it's not that pony guy who's in and out. It's not that in and out kind of love. It's the Queen. So it's quite hope. It's not yeah, you might not have, this could be somebody who in the past protected their heart from you, or you protected your heart from them. Especially with it coming, or could be somebody who now this Tower moment has happened in their life. They want to build with you. Somebody who wants to actually take that leap of faith forward with you. But somebody who actually wants that commitment. Somebody who wants you to be maybe the mother of their children. This could be, you could be the mother of their children, or this could be the mother of your children, whichever category fits for you. What am I doing? No, let's go clarify. So let's clarify. So this Tower, what was this Tower about in regards to the person who wants to come in and love you? Oh, the Tower is regarding a Three of Swords. So there's a third party energy, whether that's a person, a place, an addiction, a thing. This person was threw out of this wheel and had to face a lot of karma because they probably didn't walk away from this Three of Hearts. They didn't walk away from that addiction from that past person. Or if it's a new person, the Tower and the breakup they've had is because they may have been cheated on, or they may have overcome some kind of heartbreak and betrayal in their past. But this very much feels as though it's somebody from the past again. This could be that twin flame. This could be the definite one of, now this is a divine order from the beginning. I've never had it come out quite so clearly. It's very clear what this reading is all about to me. This is about learning lessons, putting in the boundaries, listening to your guides, setting back in nature, not going into old patterns and cycles, breaking that pattern, that cycle continually over again. The wheel is now through. The Tower is completely upside down, shook around and wants to come back round. Okay, that one wants to come out. The Four of Pentacles, the shadow side. Okay, so while you've done this, it probably puts somebody in that dark night of the soul. Somebody who's had to face their shadow side. Somebody who wants to build with you has realised maybe it was their darkness within the connection, because they're always the one that was connected with this Three of Swords, dragging you back in, and whatever this last tower was has really shook them up to them to realise who you are. Let's clarify this for this leap of faith, this person who it is that wants to come into you. The shadows card could also be some secrets that have been coming out, whether that's secrets about themselves or secrets about somebody who they chose over you, or that third party energy over you. So the Fool wants to come in to create this union, look. They want stability. They want this home. They want this spiritual connection that is way greater than what they are. And we know this is a spiritual connection that's divine. It's created here by the divine. Let's see. Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups. We have the Magician. So somebody has transformed. This is you. This is them. If it's a mirror reading, then it should be both of you. But this person is, if it's what we're going for, this is the person that they've transformed. That Magician. They want to come and show you that they are now ready. They don't want to be the Knight of Cups and come in and out and start, you know, wangling their fangalanga all over the place. They want that commitment. They want that solid. Yeah, look, then we've got the Queen of Cups here. Another one. So that's the second Queen of Cups. So what you don't see, and somebody's walking away emotionally from what they've had, and the Knight of Swords, there could be some truth coming in because somebody wants to move out of this energy. Somebody could be quite heartbroken at the moment, not just heartbroken, but they've under anxiety. Things aren't going very easy, but the 8 means in the tarot, you want to move forward. It's growth, it's energy moving forward. Somebody wants to come out of this because of the world, and the world is, this could have been a cycle that's gone on for the last year. So there could have been a cycle that's gone on for the last year that you had to work through, get rid of. That's bringing this new energy in, or this has been going on with you and this person for the last year. But there's some kind of fast moving messages here. And then we have the Ace of Wands. That's that passion. And there's the Emperor as well. Look, we've got the Ace, and then we've got the Ace of Swords, another Tower. So yeah, somebody's willing to fight for this. So somebody's been through some hard battles. Whoever this person is, they've been through hard battles to get to this point of understanding without you telling them. You just walked away. There was no arguments between, like, for them to get to this point. It's been something that they had to find out on their own. So this could be somebody, like I said, who you because you had to get rid of one cycle. This could be getting rid of one person for a new one to come in. Who this could be somebody who, you know, it might not be the last person, it might be the last one before then who is coming in, like, or it could be a child, like I say, or this is definitely something to do with, the reason this is so good is because you finally understood the spiritual understanding of what you are, who we are, what we're here for, what your lessons are, I'm trying to put this card up and I can't get it out. What the whole twin flame is for, what the whole spirituality is. There's that understanding now, and you understand that this is divine order, and it doesn't matter how many times you wanted this in the past. You was never ready like you are ready now, and now you are ready. You are ready. You just have to be gentle with yourself during the process, because obviously retrograde coming in can make things less foggy, think less clearly. So as long as this is clear on the board and understanding. So let's have a look at anything else that wants to come through here. Let's see. Queen of Cups. Okay. Right, and I've just got the 6 of Swords underneath as I was doing it. Look, the 6 of Swords there, and we've already spoke about the 6 of Swords. So let's see what's heading forward. What's heading forward? 4 of Cups. So this person or you might not see this coming. So there could be that boredom element of waiting, or not feeling as though things have quite gone to plan. 7 of Swords, but somebody's here wants to protect this energy, willing to battle. Somebody who's in that 5 of Cups energy, somebody who's looking down at these 3 cups, this party, enjoyment and all the rest of it, and realising maybe I left the 2 of Cups that I was supposed to be looking at behind. And he's only looking at the cups that has been spilt over and doesn't realise that this 2 of Cups is right behind you. So in this gentleness, this could be that you need to just, in this gentle moment, if you're in that gentle moment, then you'll understand that the 4 of Cups is probably where you're feeling. But you're willing to defend who you are. You're going to, you're not going to go back on those belief systems. You could be blinded as to who this person is coming in. But whoever they are, they're very passionate. The Moon could have been somebody, might be some illusion. So you can't see the illusion. but you know. The High Priestess is all knowing. Or that could be secrets. So there could be secrets around this new passionate beginning. So somebody might want to come out and say something, but because they absolutely haven't, they're kind of not speaking. It's kind of secretive on, they're not showing the signs, so they're not giving you kind of, this could be somebody who you don't talk to at all anymore. And you just have absolutely no way of knowing what's going on, but you just know that you need to keep moving forward. Let's have a look, see if there's any more clues as to who this love connection is coming in and what their intentions are. Page of Swords and the Fool. Well, the Page of Swords speaks about a new way of viewing things, a new way of looking at things. So maybe this person is somebody who has had a change of opinion because of all these towers, and you know, I don't really want to be with you, you know, you're a bit of an option, I'm not going to completely commit, I'm going to be that in and out guy. And then all of a sudden they change to this, actually I do want this commitment, which is, you know, they've got that new way of doing things, that new idea, that new outlook on things. And the Fool here says, well, I want to take that leap of faith with you now. Whereas in the past, I was probably a bit too scared to make that final leap, that final step, because there was that third party energy involved here. But I understand, I've been through the Tower and I can't do this anymore. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman. So there's that waiting period that they're going through. But look, they see you as their Empress. And that's why they want to take that leap of faith. The Knight of Wands is he comes in, could have been a player in the past, but then he's not the King of Wands. So you got the Knight of Wands and the King of Cups. So he could have been a player in the past and knows that that is not the energy that you're going to accept anymore. You want the King of Cups because he sees you as his love match. You're somebody who makes him feel quite secure in this love relationship. It's a very emotionless, or this could be a mother and child. It's very loving. It's very endearing. I did say that this was the mother's cup, didn't I? So this could be that the child is ready to come forward, or and it's, look, bottom of the deck again, somebody from the past, what you don't see. So what don't we see? Six of Cups, Knight of Cups. So we've got the Knight of Cups. That's that player in and out. So in the past, there could have been that player. Queen of Pentacles, you stood on your own and you said, no, I'd rather be single. They've seen it. It's created so many burdens for them. They want to come in and fix the balance. The Hierophant has been called in that spiritualness, and they've had to find the strength to turn into the Emperor, because you are that Empress that they want, and they do want to give you this this Ace of Cups, this new love beginning, because the Nine of Pentacles is the last card I'm going to pull for that. They see you as there's somebody who births things. There's somebody who want to grow with you. You're happily doing your own thing, single, living your best life, and it's very disheartening to them, because they're scared. Because how can you be this happy without them? Or is somebody else going to see the beauty in you that I see? And I'm scared that somebody's going to come and take this away. And I think that's going to be a bit of a hard battle for them to choose. But like I said in the beginning, this is something you can or you can't take. So it could be somebody new, but this definitely feels like somebody from the past that you've cut out, and is now finally seeing you absolutely glowing in their glory. Like I said, it could be somebody from the past, somebody's childhood. So this could be a child, or this could be somebody that you've got a very childlike, playful, loving connection where you kind of protect each other, like you protect your child, you know, that loving energy, that unconditional love, which is the twin flame love, because at the end of the day, you love them the way you love yourself. Okay, you deserve love. You are lovable. There's probably been a lot of battles. You've retreated right now. It's time to disconnect from the world. Go into retreat. Be gentle with yourself. Only mix with the people of the high caliber that you know and understand into the spiritual journey, that are not going to take you down those dark roads. And then you're going to get true love. This is the love of a lifetime. How beautiful. How perfect. So he is somebody, but then again, but there was deception. Look, deception was on the cards. They could have been quite flirty, or it's telling you to extend your light-hearted energy to others. So although this deception got you, it didn't, because somebody was wearing a false mask. Yeah, this person the one who was threw out of the tower, who's trying to turn it around with that Three of Swords. Let go of control issues. And then the final card is this situation involves marriage. Bottom of the deck, you don't see when it comes in, but it's going to come in very soon. Well, that was the love reading. I hope it gives you some kind of clarity and understanding, and let's hope that this starts to come in before retrograde, because the last one we want is any of those people from the past coming in retrograde, because we all know that's just a way of dealing with lessons. Have you overcome them? Because the clarity, the logic goes a little bit AWOL during retrograde, so people tend to get back into those relationships thinking they're all honky-dory because the person has said, yeah, you know, I've sorted my issues out now, or it's you I definitely want, and really they're just going through a really shit time with this Tower and this heartbreak and betrayal, and they just want you to come pick up the pieces again. Let's hope that's not the case. But either which way, I wish you love, light, prosperity, and I will see you on the next one.